Heyo!
Here we come and here we are.
Here we come and here we are.
And here we go as well.
My ponytail's making the plant go.
Oh, you're more diagonal towards
Yeah, I
the
kind of
cam.
moved it. I got kind of used to speaking like into the camera because of our virtual eps instead of talking
know.
to you.
I didn't
So
like
now
that.
I'm like confused on what to do. But also because we only have
We
this
can keep it loose.
no specific eyeline.
Keep it loose and light. Yeah. I was finding it difficult to like have normal, good flowing conversation to the camera. But this is a good, nice, happy medium.
So welcome freaking back.
Welcome to a slightly new setup
Entirely new.
as well.
During our virtual episodes, I would usually be sitting right here, just in a chair that's now over there, like
fluffy purple chair.
the fluffy purple chair that was low to the ground. But this is now you're getting the whole picture, and we've graduated from the couch. It's looking like
We might have graduated from the couch, which is fine, although it was my whole thing of what I made on Canva.
you absolutely loved the couch.
I did love the couch. I will grow and be okay with change, though.
like if the couch was right here. I just like this backdrop better. It's better than like a gray wall with a whiteboard.
No, very true.
It's
But
kind
it's
of
fine.
even. What time is it? 4:21 right now.
Hey.
1 minute past, blaze it.
Hey. Woo!
Woo! So yeah, if the lighting is changing drastically, it's because
The sun is going down.
the sun goes down early as all fucking hell in this time of year.
We're on the other side of it, though.
I know, thank God they're getting longer. I've noticed it, and I already feel elated.
Yeah. I just looked at one of my old notebook journal whatevers in my 2025, which of course is an old one because I can't complete one to save my life. 2025 resolutions, one of them was don't go to bed till 10 p.m. So clearly I'm still working on that.
Try to get to bed between, truly one for 2026 is go to bed between 10:30 and 12:30 because I normally go to bed past that because but last night I went to bed.
I'm the opposite.
At
I'm in bed at
11:30.
7.
She is quite literally
the
earliest sleeper.
Yeah.
And it's always been like that. I remember always thinking like during COVID was when it really hit me. I was like 2 straight years it'd be 8 p.m. and she'd be like, I think I'm gonna pack it in.
No. I have nothing else that well, unless I do. But if I don't, I didn't finish one thought in that. I just am a get up and go in the morning.
I love it.
Kind of gal.
I think I am too. Because the days when because now I went to bed at 11:30 last night, and I've consistently been going to bed before like midnight. The problem is when I have like, for instance, on Tuesday nights when I have acting class, when I don't get home until 11, those are the nights I have real trouble just going straight to bed after getting home. I have to take it seems like you need like
a wind down.
Yeah, but I don't need a 3-hour wind down, but that's what I take.
Like
every night I'm like, no, I need at least 3 episodes of something. Like like that's what really prolongs it, but I'm getting a lot better. I'm like healing the part of me that like just can't go to bed at night because I'm like it's not like I'm not tired. I'm tired. And so I really did some deducing with all my journaling shit on like what really is happening when I'm like literally laying there, eyes in slits, just like so tired, just not going to bed, just watching 3 more episodes in that comatose state. Like, why am I doing that to myself? Well,
as soon as my eyelids are heavy, good night.
It's a classic like not listening to your body's cues thing. So I'm working on it. And honestly, it's slowly getting better.
I need
so
to
I'm very
fight my
proud of
body's
myself.
cues a little harder. I need to fight those cues a little bit harder because.
Well, do you get tired at like 7?
No. Well, a big thing that changes that is smoking. Like,
for sure.
I'm gonna need to put that off till a little bit later.
Well, or you need to start like because we have a bunch of other ones. I was like maybe we could like. You could try to like experiment with smoking like sativas or something to see if that makes you like have like 2 hours or like an hour where you're just like enjoying it and then you want to go to bed. Like
I feel like I have I don't have anything to do, which won't be true soon with this new table edition because I am gonna whip back out my coloring books and probably my crocheting. 'Cause that's what I need.
Same.
I need something to do.
And you're not like a TV watcher the way I am, because I'm like, I want to watch
like
TV
I
shows.
happen upon one that I
But how are we feeling about
absolutely I have so many thoughts. Mostly good.
Okay, mostly good.
Mostly great. couple just like hilariously ridiculous choices.
Yeah, that's
by the
that show.
writers and the everything, but
we're talking about Cobra Kai for those
Cobra Kai.
wondering.
Well, it's also going to teach me a lot.
No, it's
terms
for
of
you specifically
stunting.
with your type of humor and like the type of action, and that was like the show only progresses, at least stunt wise. Like stunt wise,
that's great.
Some of those fights get insane.
Yeah.
Like insane. And I love watching the behind the scenes, like the way that they shot, like they've had to use wires for it's so fun to watch the behind the scenes and like the stunt doubles, the people that got cast as their like 5-season stunt doubles for the main characters. Like it's very cool. Yeah. No, that could be a goal. I've been wanting Kate to watch Cobra Kai for so long, and we started it last night. We watched the first 2 episodes. You fell asleep during the third, so we'll have to start that wherever you fell asleep at. But the show it's done. I made it too. The show's done, so that would be but I do believe they're like continuing the saga in some regard, because it's like I know Ralph Macchio, I think they just made a new Karate Kid, or like I forget what it's called. It wasn't that good, honestly. But there's a world that it's like a whole universe almost that exists, that they all like at this point. The like Jaden Smith one, like the newest one that came out was the original Karate Kid and the Jaden Smith one. It was like a crash in Cobra Kai. It was like a crash of all 3 that came together. It was like it like insinuated that this is one universe that they all like exist in. Cool. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know there's a lot of that going around. Well, what are some other thoughts? What was going on in there? The other guy, brown-haired guy, not the kid student. Yeah. No, I get it. Danny LaRusso. You said he's the actual actor, yeah. I guess I'm just not obsessed with what they did for his character. I'm not obsessed with his character simply because he's such a like goody two shoes, moral high ground kind of character. Which he like that's the like I'm laughing at Blondie and the kid. Blondie and the kid. Well, Blondie's the funniest character. Yeah. Blondie, Johnny Lawrence, funniest fucking character. Johnny Lawrence. Daniel LaRusso, like his character isn't humorous in the way that Danny is. It's more the way that Johnny is. It's more the dynamic between them that makes his is more situations that are funny that he's in. But his character, it's almost like ridiculous, a little bit more like stick in the mud. Like his character sometimes can piss me off because he just thinks he's so right about everything. Because he's just like, I'm doing it the proper way. Like karate's only for defense. Like like he's on such a moral high horse about everything, which makes sense. Like you're not supposed to love every character in a show, the whole point is that like they're complete polar opposites with their philosophies of like life, and that's why they like cannot put this rivalry to bed. Is Danny just thinks that Johnny's a bully and his way is wrong, and Johnny's just like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's like I almost could have just done a show with one half of it. You'll start to know, because once it gets going, you'll like it'll all. But yeah, no, it is it's. That's what I meant, and it's like it's ridiculous in the best way. Yeah, like it is a ridiculous show, but in like the best way. Yeah, in a great way. It just gets more ridiculous. You're just like, what are we like physically fighting about right now? What could we be getting violent about right now? And it's just it turns into everything. I have to say this before I forget. Okay. Because the clip, the highlight thing of us saying Conrad. It's all just me. You. I know. But the thing is, just you when you said that you were like, our word was and you told me to watch it, and we hung up, and then I watched it, and I was like, I know. Well, for some reason, they made the clip because it auto makes it. I don't know why, but it was our most, because it just uses the transcription. It might have been because of you. It was well, hands down. But you definitely said Conrad a lot of times, so I don't know why it only clipped me saying it. But it was statistically our most said word. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was just really funny when I realized that. Yeah. It's just Macy. I just saw that there's a new show that got greenlit for Amazon that's going to star Christopher Briney and Michelle Randolph, I'm obsessed with Michelle Randolph. Who's that again? She's in Landman. She was also in 1923. She's okay. I need to watch gorgeous. Both of those. I'm going to show you her Instagram right now, because she is I know. Absolutely gorgeous. And she's the one who her sister was on The Bachelorette, or The Bachelor. The one, what's his name season, who eventually came out gay? Colton, yes. She was the one who like Colton was in love with. Oh. Colton was like really, really in love with. But they look very similar, her and her sister, but that's Michelle. She was that one. Yeah, I know exactly who she is. Yeah, because her sister looks exactly like her. Oh, I know exactly who she is. When did she pick up acting? I think that had been her goal. If I'm not mistaken, when Cassie was filming The Bachelor, she was dating Greg Sulkin, the kid who was in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Got
and
it.
like, I think that was always kind of her goal, but she seems like she's not like, doesn't have any aspirations towards like influencer-y types, like doesn't really market herself, like doesn't, just kind of like acts in quality projects and stays kind of more behind the scenes.
Okay.
But yeah, so that'll be a hot fucking pairing. Hopefully it's a love story.
Christopher Briney keeps popping up on my Facebook of people you might know. And I'm like, should I just hit that odd friend button?
People you might know. What a
he keeps,
like, that's so
pops
flattering.
up the first
I'd be like,
I know.
I might.
And I'm pretty sure we have like 2 mutual friends. And I was like, huh,
perfect.
Yeah, just send that friend request real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Guys, you know what's really funny?
Tell me.
That Kate and I did record another episode because we are recording. Today is Friday the 9th. So we are recording and releasing today. And we're so sorry. We did skip the week we said we'd be back, which was January 2nd. We absolutely did not get to recording before then.
No.
We recorded a couple of days ago, but it was like already dark in the apartment. The audio was all fucked up, and we low-key got into a fight.
Vibes were 300% off.
Vibes were 300% off.
It's so funny because I use so many references from Brooke and Connor that you just get to hear for the first time.
Oh, and I'm just thinking they're
absolutely
you. Oh, that's hilarious.
And I have to acknowledge that.
Is that what 1027 is from?
Yeah. Well, it started off as 127. It was mostly Tristan, their friend, in some videos and stuff. I just kept rolling with it and changing
hilarious.
it.
No, I had no idea.
But then
those were the sources.
They just did an episode a couple weeks ago where they were like, the whole time they were just like, vibes are 200% off. Just change the number.
So
everything they say just cracks me up.
I was like, I'm gonna say 1036 instead of 1027.
Yeah, that one really stuck.
That was just funny.
It's so funny. You don't expect it to keep going. It just does.
It just does. But yeah, we did record an episode, and it's just not. And we had some things that we and our relationship needed to address that we didn't, that we started to semi-address over the podcast.
I literally was like, turn this off. She was like, no.
Kate was like, well, we surely need to pause this and talk about this. And I was like, no.
Because I knew there was more.
We're going to talk through it on the podcast. And I almost was like, let's just record us talking through it. Because like sometimes I think conversations like that are like Dr. Phil level educational. Like,
yeah, no, we do good.
We do good on our when we have stuff going on maybe between us.
Yeah. Which is like never even stuff.
It's
not like anyone like did anything.
No. Well, I feel like that's the thing.
Just like we're not quite
aligned.
Yeah.
We're on different pages, or we're not saying things that should be said.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's truly the root of most problems in most relationships.
Yeah.
Is like things just going unaddressed for so long that then like either resentment's building or you start acting passive aggressive, that then those become the issues that are just piggybacking off of the original things that are just not being talked about.
Right.
And it allows for so much else to fester and whatnot.
Which if they just were.
If you just, because it ends up, the minute I feel like you start talking about an issue and both parties are like, oh, this is really what I was feeling and this is what I really meant and this is also what's really actually bothering me about like you or about me or about the situation, and then the other party does the same, most times it's like, well, not nearly as big of a deal as either of us thought.
Yeah.
Most of the times
what
it can
we obviously
end up being a casual thing once it's cleared out.
The tricky part is having two people in that conversation that doesn't think every conversation like that is a big fat attack on them personally, and is just going to like get defensive and not actually hear you.
Well, because
you've lucked out if you found someone who can have conversations like that.
Yeah, that's like the epitome of a healthy relationship, I think, and like both parties who are like ready, willing, and able to both communicate truthfully, like whatever's in their head and heart, and also listen without being without taking it personally, whatever else is going on in the other person's head and heart.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as both parties can do that, it's like,
and just understand, like
down to it, it's usually like, oh, I didn't realize that's what your perspective was, and it's like, oh, I didn't realize that's what your perspective was.
Yeah,
great.
Exactly. And sometimes you did know what their perspective was, but
sometimes you did something wrong,
and sometimes you did something wrong,
and you just have to be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You, even if you didn't mean to, but you're like,
People
oh, I can so see how you, oh, like you were offended by this thing. I didn't mean to, but now that you say it, I can absolutely see how you were.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
It's really not that hard, guys.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah, not at all. But it also takes a person being like, if you want that, but you are not able to do that with yourself, like, be honest with yourself fully
Yeah.
about all those things, you can't expect to be part of those conversations because, like,
Right.
you're not living up to your end of the, like, if you can't, like, be honest with yourself and
Yeah.
just fully and, like, actually do some inner work and journal and get to
First
the
to
root of
apologize
what's going on.
when I'm dead ass wrong.
Same. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
try to be. I
Yeah.
be like but then that's when, like, in one previous relationship I was in, it's like I'm finding myself taking blames for things that I should not be taking the blame for, like,
No, yeah,
over
you can't go down
yeah,
that
there's a
path.
happy
Yeah.
and that's where it comes to, like, being honest about what's bothering you and what's on
Mhm.
your head and heart of, like but also, like, you keep doing this and it's fucking bothering me, and it makes me
Yeah.
feel bad every time you do it, so I
Yeah.
need you to stop so
Yeah.
that I can stop reacting like this, which is making you mad, like
Yeah. And that was a huge problem with my, like, it's guilt issues that came out of my last relationship because I would, like we were talking about this last night, but would be just, like, going on and on and on about something and just, like, hammering it in and then repeating myself, like, unnecessarily just, like,
Yep,
staying in
same.
that conflict
Because the
kind of,
person
and
couldn't
I
be
didn't.
like, "I hear you. I will do better.
Yeah.
You don't need to run yourself into the ground with this." Like,
Yes.
being able to say, like, "I fully hear where you're coming from. You don't need to justify it. The fact that you feel that way makes sense."
Yes, exactly, and my boyfriend at the time would not, like, deflect anger, but he would just kind of, like, take it
Sit
all,
there.
but not, like, have a conversation as it's happening. So I
Mhm.
think I would keep going back to certain points because I, like, wasn't sure if they were
Ye
going in, and he didn't know how to, like, instead of me just spieling, like, have a conversation in it. Or
yeah.
genuinely, like I saw on season 1 of Walking Dead again, Lori talking to Shane and just being like, "Sometimes I wish he'd just, like, stop me in my tracks and, like, call me a bitch if that's what I'm being," or, like not
Yeah.
really, but, like, be like, I got it." I knew in my head, I was like, "I would b if I were you, I would be shutting me up right now, like,
Yeah.
100%."
I think it's, like, a balance. I 'cause I agree with you, but I think some men are gonna take that and I sorry to generalize men, but, like, I think some men are gonna take that like, I think what really needs to happen is, like, men think that once and again, sorry to generalize men, that's just been our experience from our experience. Men seem to think that if a woman like if you're, like, ready to spiel or get a lot off your chest, they should just sit there and let you get it all out, and that's gonna make you feel better, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
no,
not.
what we're looking for is an active collaboration on how we can both work
And
through
that
this
you are
thing that's
genuinely,
and you're not just listening to me and letting me get it because that's because some men I feel like that's the
yeah.
first step towards emotional maturity. It's like
Yeah.
the first step is a man being like, okay, like if she needs to get this all off her chest, I'm just gonna let her. I'll be her punching
Yeah.
bag. We don't want you to be a punching bag either.
No.
And like we don't want you to just sit there and let us like get it all off our chest and then suddenly think it's all gonna be good. It's a conversation. It's like
Things are being brought up because
because we
something's
need a
gotta
response. And
change
because
a little
we're
bit.
not just trying to get it all off our chest because we're annoyed by it. It's ghost.
The
I'm kidding, it's the
Schwind.
wind. It's like we're not just getting it all off our chest because we're annoyed about it. It's also because I need to understand why it keeps happening, or I need a
Yeah.
response. I need some insight into what's going on with you, which is what has gotten me all riled up at this
Yeah.
point. And so insight into why it'll help me calm down. Getting it out, it's just gonna slowly build back up until I need to
Mhm.
get it all out again.
Yeah.
So it's like don't just sit there and like think it's all done just because I got it all out. It's like,
Well, and also that's what would bring I would feel actually usually 10 times worse once I was done because I was like I just felt like, uh, you were the punching bag, and now I'm, like, overwhelmed with guilt that I just, like,
yeah, and like I
went
overstated my
in
point
on
52
yes,
times
yeah,
and I'm feeling
exactly,
like
and
I
I
said it too
said
much.
worse every time, and I would literally immediately apologize at the end of all of it,
That's the
when it's
thing.
like, all my feelings were valid, all my points were valid, and
Yeah, I'm, like, getting annoyed because 'cause I'm like, that's the classic, I feel like, cycle, and
yeah,
I feel like there's this big fallacy that, like and don't get me wrong, it is a step in the right direction, instead of a man just, like, shutting you up and be like, "I don't wanna hear it." It's a step in the right direction to
yeah,
just let you get it all off your chest. It's just there's another step after
there's
that
another
of
step,
like, we're not
yes,
looking for you to just be a receptive ear. This is a collaboration. This always
yes,
will be. It's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a family relationship. It's like this
anything,
is a
any type of
sometimes I do just need to get it off my chest, but once it's all gotten off my chest, you don't need to let me beat the dead horse into the ground. At this
no,
point,
please
what
don't.
I'm needing in order to not do that is some feedback,
Yeah.
some more insight, because then I'm suddenly gonna be like, oh, that like
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and, like, also, I'm gonna get confirmation that you heard my point beyond just like, "Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Okay, got it,
Yeah.
got it." Like,
Yeah.
that's, I feel like, a typical man response. I'm just gonna kinda tune her out and just, like, I'm
Guess
gonna
what?
let
We
her
are
get
gonna be
I'm gonna
right
let
back
her
here again
like, I'll just
so
let
much
her get
sooner
it
than
off her
you'd like.
chest. She'll
Yeah.
feel better. I'll say, "Okay." And even some men will probably like, it's like, I'm actually listening and I'll actually try to do better, but in that moment, it's a conversation. Because I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of times with my relationship, it was like I would get it all off my chest. I wouldn't feel better in the moment. I would start to feel better in like 2 weeks when I'd notice some behavioral changes. So I'm like, "Oh, he did hear me. Oh, he is trying." But it was never like in the moment of like, "Oh, I totally get that. I'm gonna start trying to do XYZ from now on
Yeah.
because that actually makes a lot of." It was never that. It was
Yeah.
always like, "I'm gonna let her get it all out, and then I'll just like make some changes like internally." It's like, but then I'm still left in the dark.
You're
And
not
behind
part of
this,
that.
I'm not a
Like,
part of that. It's like
no.
we're just like going adjacent to each
Yeah.
other instead of like this
And not knowing that you, like, understood and
not
are
knowing you
going
heard
to
me.
make those
So you
changes
might think I
isn't.
felt heard because you were silent
Yeah.
the whole time, but I don't
Well, I
feel
think there was
heard
also maybe, like, a stubbornness on his
for sure.
attached to that, where,
If
like,
you're
he
watching,
was
sorry.
sorry.
No love lost, just sorry.
Yeah. There was a stubbornness that, like, it's not like he didn't care, obviously, at all,
No,
but
he did a lot.
because he would make the changes, at least, like, small ones,
Yeah.
but didn't wanna give you that,
I would say I think
which
it's
is
a
almost
pride
worse, like,
I
didn't
think
wanna
it's a
give you
pride
that validation
I
in the
think it's like an
moment
ego and
where
a
you're like,
pride thing
"You're
for
right." It
men.
was one of the that
100%. It's an
root of that
ego
issue.
and a pride thing, I think. It's like and they can be, like, internally like, "Oh, she's actually making some valid points. Okay, I'll just, like, change that." But it's like they don't want us to
They
know
don't
that,
yeah.
like, "Oh, they're like, your emotions are actually super valid right now because I
Super
didn't realize I was doing that.
yeah.
I'm just gonna change it so that
Those
you
words
stop feeling this
could
way."
not
It's like
leave
but
his
and
mouth if
half of
the
me
Lord
feeling
didn't.
better is you just saying, "It's not insane that you got to this point because
Yeah.
now I can finally see why
Yeah.
you were getting to this point." Like,
Yeah.
it's again, it's a collaboration. Like, you gotta be a part of the
Yeah.
conversation.
Conversation,
But then I
collaboration.
feel like then some other women
That's our other
complain of,
booth at
like
the market.
what was it?
Conversation and
Collaboration.
collaboration.
Perfect. I feel like some other women complain that, like, "Oh, like, every time I bring up a problem to my husband or something, they just try and fix it." And it's like, that I could see how that would be like a but it's not about trying to
I
fix either, it's a collaboration. Because if you're collaborating, you're not just trying to solve her problems, you're also listening to,
yeah.
like, a collaboration. It's really not
That's
that
when I've
if you have a
heard
not that hard, I feel like. If you
no.
have just, like, an I'm part of it and you're part of it too. We're both part of it. We're all part
Yes.
of it. So
Yes.
we're going to always act in every conversation, in every conflict, in every issue I bring up, and every issue you bring up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask. And if you're not looking for any advice, it's like, okay, like what do you want from me right now? Like, do you want me to just talk it through with
Well,
you? Do
that's
you
when
want
the whole,
advice?
like, "Hey, do you want just support right now?" And for me to being like, if it's not a issue within the relationship or
Mhm.
something, they're just, like,
It's like an individual one.
something else. It's like, "Do you want support right now? Do you want advice? Or do you want, like, just a pair of ears?" Or, like
Yeah.
and obviously that those questions are a little different if you don't wanna ask that every single time someone comes to you with conflict and issues because that would get old really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, "I don't know, but just listen right now."
And also, I feel like when you like are in a relationship and you know your person, the minute if you have a collaborative mindset
Yeah.
about everything, the minute they start going, you're gonna know how to collaborate with them
Yeah.
on their individual issue. Or again, if it's an issue they're bringing up about you and to you,
Yeah.
you're immediately gonna know. Like it's really just not that hard. If you've got
It's not.
self-awareness and an open heart and empathy towards their experience as
Yeah.
well, but also honor to your own experience, it's just not that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So get the fuck with it.
Get the fuck also, like, if especially if you, like, do care, like, it'll be very obvious to you, and also, like, so don't stay in that.
And
Like,
it'll
it'll be
be
very
obvious
obvious to you
to
if you don't
them.
care to feel like,
That's the thing is if you care,
get out of
they'll be
that
able
if you
even
don't care.
if you're handling the conversation wrong, but you care, they'll be able to feel that. Like,
Yes.
anyone would be able to feel that of like, "Okay, I actually don't need this right now, but I can tell you care a lot because 'cause you're offering up loads of advice. I just
Yeah.
don't want any advice from
Yeah,
you."
yeah,
That's
exactly.
it, and it's just like and that's where, like, again, it's collaboration, and once you start to just know your people more, like,
Yeah.
it's just not that
It's just not that
hard.
hard.
Match my note.
But
Wait, okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay,
oh
wait, we're
god.
gonna okay, wait, wait. Match my note.
Uh,
Good. good. Okay, do another one. I'm gonna harmonize.
Okay.
Well, try to harmonize.
Here we go.
Or I'll just hit like an octave above or below.
Okay. Hey.
Was that good?
That was good.
Woo!
That sounded like it was supposed to.
Hell yeah. Oh my God.
That was great.
One time we tried.
I'm not a singer.
There was a group
She kind of is.
I'm not. I like can carry a tune, but I'm not a singer. One time there was a group of like 6 of us standing outside of our acting class, and the one who like really can sing, he can sing super well. He's like a never miss kind of singer. One time he was singing karaoke at a party, and I dead ass thought it was the actual track, and then I saw him with a microphone in his hand, and I walked up to him and
we gotta go to karaoke.
I went, "You sound."
We have karaoke here.
Yeah, we do now.
Perfect.
At home, I went up to him and I said, "You sound like a prince," and he was like, "That's the literal best thing you could have ever said to me ever." He was like, "That's the best compliment I ever will receive."
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, "You literally sound like the soundtrack of a Disney movie. Like you sound like a prince. Like that's how like his voice sounds. Quite like he should be playing whoever the like whatever new like cartoon Disney one they're casting, because I know they are right now. He should be playing the voice of whatever the prince is, because his voice is that."
Know what my big fat unrealistic dream was and still is? Like, I just wish I could sing.
Rock star.
It's actually so annoying. Like, yeah, as a kid, a cheetah girl. Like that, everything about that and just how like cool they were in their realm of things.
I just feel so opposite about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it was, I mean, now obviously same.
I think
as a kid it was
I missed it. Like I didn't watch it as a kid. I didn't listen to their music.
I was like younger than them,
I
like
never
looking
thought
up
they
being
were
like,
to me, Hannah Montana was cool.
Okay.
That was
like, that
was cool. And of that realm of movies, Lizzie was she was a cheetah
Lizzie
girl.
McGuire was no. Hilary Duff?
It was Raven Simone was like the main one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I thought Hilary Duff was cool too. But I still didn't like know her. I didn't really watch Lizzie McGuire and I didn't like know her stuff, but like had the cool factor.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lizzie McGuire was a little before. She was more. She was like closer
OG,
to like Cheetah Girls era. Yeah,
she was like before them. I think she was like the OG.
Yeah,
like the main girl in the show type.
Yeah, she was for that.
She was. She was like the OG Disney girl.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hilary.
I still some of her songs.
Did you see the tea that's happening right now? That like I guess Ashley Tisdale posted something about a toxic mom group, and it's like a bunch of like moms. It's like Hilary Duff's in it and Meghan Trainor and like a lot of like celebrities, and some of them like responded and were like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't know the tea nearly well enough, but I'm like, ooh, drama
mama
drama, quite literally.
That's crazy. Yeah, all of that, like those gals are married and having kids. That's crazy.
I know. Wild.
Couldn't be me. I can't even pay for it myself right now. So that's just not gonna work.
Not for long. Can't keep saying
not
like
for
that.
long. No, not for long. Things are
looking up.
We're
and
just spirits are high.
Upward and forward.
That's all we are.
That's all we are.
Yeah.
Just momentum and movement.
Another booth. CNC, Eminem.
5 booths in a row. All alliterations.
As people are walking by, we're just shuffling along with them.
Connection and comfort. Motivation and movement.
Like Shaw saying down the line as people are.
And what we're talking about right now is Kate and I both started working this job where we work at like flea markets.
Barely.
Still barely for me, I feel like too. I feel like all I do is upset
You've been
them.
like doing it though.
I know. So I kind of just beat to my own drum, and I'm like, that's that on that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Not wasting any time that you don't have to waste.
Quite literally. But we started.
I do have questions about tomorrow.
Okay. We basically like set up booths at different flea markets around LA and sell stuff, and so we've had this idea of like, what can we just sell? Because we're like working for someone else, and we're like,
wait a minute, how much does it cost to get a
booth? Like
get a booth at one of these places? Because if we can have our own and split the cost of whatever that is, and then potentially sell our little souls away.
Whatever we want to sell.
Whatever we want.
Which we'll figure out and reveal soon.
Yeah.
But also we have a little inside gag joke of like, what if we just sell nothing but our own advice?
Yeah.
And
it's
also
just an advice booth.
Yeah. And that's where the funny alliteration joke just
we
came
bring
from.
like a fold out couch for them to like sit down.
I had an idea. I was like, when this podcast, when this is more hype, I'm like, if we could set up a podcast booth, just come and it'll be just like an episode of like 20 different people. They each get a 5-minute slot, and we just interview random people at the market.
That's good.
Yeah. Like, sit down. Are you comfortable on camera? Are you comfortable being recorded?
That's
sit down.
good.
You're on our next episode.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
This app honestly feels like more so the beginning of this era. Because,
last ep was...
Well, last ep, and also we were just in such a different mode when we initially started, and then I was gone.
Yeah, and that was fully
for
different.
a second, and now we're, like, just in a very... Not even new, like, we've always been in this, but we're taking action.
Well, I feel like...
Taking more action.
It doesn't... I mean, it's only been, like, 6 months since we started recording. Like, we started releasing in September, I want to say. We started recording in July to try to, like, get the hang of it. It takes time to settle into the... And I feel like we finally have, like, an idea of what we want this podcast to be, like, more on the same page, like, where we want it to go, ideas we have for it. Like, it takes that amount of time. It takes... I truly think... For anything, you got to commit to it for at least 6 months to see if it's something you want to stick with for a long time.
100%.
Or if it's like, oh, I tried that, I don't really like it as much as I thought that I did.
Yeah.
Or like I didn't really like, because it takes to start to see like the fruits of your like labors that you're putting in. Or, like any type of feedback or anything. It takes a bit.
And I realize honestly, the hardest part isn't starting. It's like getting past that initial hump.
The learning curve.
And then like keeping going. Because I am starting it and I'm recognizing it so that I just keep on pushing through past my like beginnerness phase of stunts where it was like, okay, I was like, I mean, still kind of am brand spanking new.
Exciting, but just like kind of doing it for a little while and kind of mediocre, still have a lot of room to grow. That's hard phase.
And even I'm just noticing when I'm doing little even short like fights with John and stuff, I'm like, this is gonna take me some damn time, and I'm entering that phase right now, so I've got to just like, this is when the consistency is just
low level consistency
very important.
Is key. Consistency and conviction. That's one I actually had written down, because
that's a good
one. It's one thing to have consistency, but just to be in the routine of it. It's another thing to show up every day like, I will use this hour to move the needle forward in this craft, or I will use... It's just like conviction within that consistency, but low level. It's
and
like,
what's good
it's
is
just 20 minutes a day. If you do that 20 minutes with conviction, it's better than an hour of just showing up just to say you showed up.
Yeah, exactly. And now I have like things that I can work on here too, which is good. Which, like, before there, I just kind of didn't know what to do with myself in terms of, like, training and stunts by myself. I was just kind of throwing punches at myself in the mirror. But, yeah, now I just need to, like, keep on keeping on. Because I'm a person that gets naturally frustrated if I'm not really good at something right when I start.
Sometimes same. But then sometimes that... I don't know what I was going to say.
No worries.
Because I think same, but also, like, maybe not same. But maybe same. I think it depends on my passion for the thing itself.
Yeah.
If I'm good or bad at it.
Well, that's also probably what I'm going to learn in the next few months.
For sure.
Because the thing that got me the initial job and intrigue was my favorite show. So unsure of if the passion lies
underneath
within the show or the job itself. But if I can do a few more like fun and really well-paying jobs like that on those projects I love that are gonna still be around for a hot sec, perfect.
Got dirt under my nails.
Oh no!
I feel like I haven't had like dirt, like true, like dirt. I think it's from loading up all the stuff from the market today.
Probably
because we literally came home and just got the pod rocking. Because as you could tell, it's already gotten darker since we started.
It's already getting...
We're like, let's beat that daylight.
Dark city.
Dark friggin' city. I feel like our word output is more that like I feel like we've not stopped talking since we hit record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's super good.
What were we laughing at? This always happens.
What?
Every time. I remember this happening so often when we were living in apartment 200 when I would be like, what were we laughing about yesterday?
Yeah.
But I was laughing really hard recently on the couch at something.
You were laughing at Cobra Kai last night. There was a couple moments where you were like cracking up.
Oh my god, which one was the one? I remember there was one that really got me.
Had you, you're looking to lose that gut and learn how to kick some ass?
No, that
slaps
wasn't
him on the tummy.
No, it wasn't that one. Although that's funny.
Oh.
It was. Oh no! What the heck?
Was it?
What
Oh, it's
was
just
it?
an illegal I picked up this morning.
That did get me.
That show, if you haven't watched Cobra Kai, you have to. It's if
That
you're a person
got
who
me.
cares about political correctness, don't watch it because
Right.
it's not politically correct. If you're a person who's loose and funny, watch it.
Yeah, which is the only
If you're
opposite end of politically correct.
if you're tight and
tight and mad,
tight and angry, don't watch it.
Maybe don't watch it.
Maybe you won't find it as funny, even though it's objectively funny.
So. There was one
or
other thing
remove
that's
that
going to
stick
drive
from
me
your
crazy
ass and
that
then
I correct instruction.
Yeah, I'm all for not offending anyone, but I'm also for having a good time.
Oh my god. Well,
but also people are too easily offended. Like, sorry.
No,
Well,
the way
also-
that I sat my mom down to watch a few episodes of Family Guy through in full, and she was cracking up and also
Hilarious.
gasping at the content every 3 minutes. I was like, yeah, I knew.
Someone once said to me, if someone is in the mood to be offended, they are going to find something to be offended about.
Yes.
And also just in general, I was talking to my dad. I was on FaceTime with my dad this morning, and he's reading the 4 agreements. He picked up. No, he called back.
Thank God.
He's reading the 4 agreements right now, which I would highly recommend. I think that should be mandatory reading for every human who walks the earth. But the second agreement is don't take anything personally. And it's just like, if you just live your life like that, like the whole victim complex of the left will go away. And I say that
Not
as someone who's
saying we're
pretty
super
aligned
like
with
over on the other.
No, I'm not at all. I'm
Not
not
at
at all
all.
over
Yeah.
on the other, really.
Yeah.
But also, like, shut up. And I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
I'm also not.
At this point. Yeah.
I'm also not because I can't continuously censor myself if we're not your taste. Maybe just tune out.
Maybe
go get mad at someone else.
Go get or give us some engagement and put it on and give us a comment. Any engagement is good.
Any engagement
right
is good
now.
engagement. Hate on us all you want, actually.
Perfect.
Well, on that note, I said something during the last episode that won't be released because we got into a fight that I'm kidding. There's a lot of reasons why it won't be released, but that truly did happen. Maybe at one point, maybe we should just release the 2-minute clip of like me bringing it on like once, because once
and me like giggling
once we
through
hit
the
500 subscribers, we're gonna turn on like you can maybe pay like $6.99 or something to watch bonus content. And that's where we would maybe release stuff like that. Like the 2-minute clip of me like being like, I think I have an attitude and this is why. And you being like, oh no.
I know, but also
very real.
I knew there was like more to that, which there was. That came to me the next day, but I knew that like recording we weren't actually gonna like really talk about it. So I immediately was like, we need to pause, and she immediately was like, no, this needs to be.
Part of me was like, maybe next time we are hashing through something, just because we do that, we try to do that, I feel like pretty routinely.
Yeah, it's what keeps
if anything comes up. That's why we have such a healthy, good friendship.
Yeah,
maybe next time we should just pop on the mics and just see what happens. Just to have it. No intentions of releasing, but just in case anyone's like, how do you guys do conflict management?
We'll show you.
We'll friggin' show you.
We'll friggin' show you.
But what I said last episode that I really need to bring up, because that won't hit the light of day.
Yeah.
I need to make a PSA about traveling through the airport and the unspoken rules surrounding baggage claim.
Oh.
Because
that's so funny. Let me first start with, you're not alone in this. There's a lot of content online about that as well. Like a lot of TikToks of people filming the people that are standing right in front of it.
Don't stand up against the carousel.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? But I just think this is a PSA to anybody who's out there who owns an airport, who runs an airport, who knows someone
owns an airport, crazy.
or runs an airport. Maybe try implementing like a yellow line that's painted on around all the carousels about 2 feet away from the carousel that just like goes around it, that says wait behind this line. That way it's no longer an unspoken rule. It's a written down rule.
It's written down on the ground.
Like a rule of thumb, or like just like a general courtesy of like, You're actually making a lot of people's, including your own, life harder. And the minute I squeeze myself in there to get my bag, you best believe I am yanking it off that carousel and throwing it directly into
elbowing
you because you're not. No, I'm throwing my heavy ass bag into you because guess what? I don't have the space to comfortably lift it off and set it down because you're standing ass tight against against the carousel.
And I could like chase it down the thing and go somewhere else. But
I'm hitting you.
Are you kidding me with that little jaunt? I'm not shuffling with it down the side till there's an open thing.
You're not making my life harder. I will be grabbing it where I'm at and where it's at. I will step forward toward the carousel. I will yank the bag off. And if you are waiting up against the carousel,
you will get hit.
That is your problem. You will get hit. And I almost, because I said the reason I brought this up last episode is because I almost knocked over this like 6-year-old little girl with my heavy ass suitcase. Because like when you're pulling it off, especially if you're like one of my stature or Kate's stature, like you're not a 6'5" man.
Yeah.
You have to put some gumption behind it also because you're pulling it off of a moving rack.
Right.
And you have to lean over and it's heavy. And you go,
there's literally trends online of people. Oh my God, you would find these so funny actually. Of people like with their group friends, friend groups or family. I just had a stroke. Who can pull their bag off the belt the most like nonchalantly, and it's really funny. People trying to like do it without doing that.
Yeah, like you can't. It's so hard, or you're gonna break your back trying to do it. Like you're quite literally gonna maybe hurt yourself and not be doing it the proper way.
Yeah.
Not to mention you've also got like quick nimble time to like find the handles, put your hands in the handles.
No, I know.
Safely. So like if you're standing up against the carousel, because also once you get your hands in there, you might have to take a step because it's moved. Like,
you might.
So if someone's standing right there, you're getting either yanked onto the carousel,
yanked onto that carousel for a ride,
and like go around the person, or you just got to commit and hopefully they get the hint of to like move the fuck over.
Yeah.
But like there was a little girl there, and then eventually her dad saw it, like was like, oh, sweetie, like get out of the way, and I'm like, you're setting that precedent. You're in
the way. She's following your lead.
She's your 6-year-old daughter.
It's not her fault.
Why would she be anywhere other than right by you?
It's like, not her fault.
Absolutely your fault. And your bag is, from my eyes, nowhere in sight.
Nowhere in sight.
Take a couple steps back. Just take a couple steps back. Just take a couple steps back. I feel so strongly because I honestly enjoy traveling. I walk through the airport. I always check my bag. I do not do a carry-on, or I'll even door check it. But I have my AirPods on. Sometimes I'll put on like some type of like spoken word about seeing the world.
Yeah.
And then I just look around at all the people and I'm like, they've all got different destinations. They're all like, but everyone, the only thing for sure in this airport is everyone is embarking on a journey or ending a journey. Like that's it, whatever it is. And so the possibilities in the airport just feel limitless to me. And I get on the plane and I love flying on planes. It makes me feel like I'm just like close to God and just like I'm in the sky looking down on all you regs. I'm just
that's hilarious.
I'm in the absolute sky right now. And no part of it gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
And then I land, and then I walk my ass to baggage claim, and then suddenly I get if my bag doesn't come out first,
whole journey
and then
ruined.
people start doing like if there's like quite literally no space in, like I can't even see the bags coming out suddenly frustration starts to build, and I'm like, well, what a way to end this epic travel experience. Like I get really like,
no, you've already had your bad experiences with carrying on. But that's what gets rid of that whole experience.
I know. I just also because it really limits what you can pack. Like it limits the whole experience.
Yeah, I guess if it's one that
it's like I don't have to think about the bag, and I have ample space to, like, if I want to bring a couple extra pairs of pants, I can, and then I'm not gonna feel, and maybe that'll change once I have like that. Probably will change when I have like more. No, it won't. Because once I have more money, I want to buy things to wherever I'm going. Because like I'm not. Did you hear? That Millie Bobby Brown said on Call Her Daddy that because Alex was like, well, who has more expensive taste, you or your husband? And she was like, oh, my husband for sure. And she like gave examples, but she was like, my husband is a person who won't bring a suitcase on a trip, like at all. He won't pack anything, and he'll just buy everything he needs there because he wants to like buy.
Crazy.
And so one of the comments that made me laugh, she was like, her nepo baby boyfriend has never known a bad day in his whole life. And I'm like, yeah, like
that's
a true bad day where you've got some financial struggles. You've never known that if that's your whole game plan always. But that being said, I would love to be able to like pack my basics and then just be able to extend, like buy a couple of times, like be able to do that on every trip. But then you need the space to bring it back. So always having the proper size suitcase, like I just prefer to check my bag always. It does make it so you have to get to the airport a little sooner because you have to get your bag checked.
Get in that line.
You do have to wait in baggage claim.
Yeah.
But in order to make the trip experience a little more worth it, I think it's worth it. Even though I just got heated about baggage claim.
Absolutely steaming and smoking out the ears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understandably so.
It's like, it's not, I know it's not just me. Like, I know you confirmed that, but like, I know, like, even, like, I've talked about it with my family and they're like, yeah,
no,
it's the most annoying thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think until there is that line painted down on the ground, it's not going to change.
I just don't understand why, though. Like, I don't understand.
I know. I know.
Cause why?
But it's just not, unless someone is there with a megaphone being like, stand back.
You know what is so interesting to me? And it's kind of jumping topics, but kind of not. In terms of like unspoken agreements amongst the collective for everybody's just benefit, I noticed it when I first moved to LA. So I'm from Pittsburgh, and anybody who's from Pittsburgh has heard of the Pittsburgh left. Anybody who at least hits 16 and lives in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh left is just the standard for driving. And what that basically means is it's just like LA in the way of like, and if you've never been to either city, you don't know this, but most of the lights in LA do not have a green left arrow. Most of them, it's just a green light, and you've got to wait until after the traffic flows through, and then you kind of make your left on the yellow on the red.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that, and even cops do it, and cops most likely will. I've never seen them pull someone over for it. I've never gotten pulled over for it.
Yeah.
It's just an unspoken agreement in LA. Like, everybody, the light turns yellow, and that's kind of when the other cars, some of them will go through, but other ones won't. But normally there's like 3 cars that are gridlocking. Like, gridlocking is the norm here.
Yeah.
And then they go on the red.
Yeah.
And it's just the normal. And because in Pittsburgh, you'll get pulled over for gridlocking because of the Pittsburgh left. So in Pittsburgh, at every light, there's no green arrows. All the cars on the opposing traffic will let like the first 2 to 3 cars go, make their left, and then everybody else goes through. So it's like opposite. It's like a paradigm shift. But it's an unspoken agreement that everybody follows in both cities. Like, cops know it's part of the standard in LA to like run through that red a bit to get everybody that's making left so traffic doesn't build up. Pittsburgh collectively agrees, let the first couple cars go so traffic doesn't build up. It's just so interesting that like there are some unspoken agreements just to make the collective easier.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it doesn't translate to baggage claim. It
no,
doesn't translate to a lot of things.
A
lot of things, actually. But it's so interesting that in
sidewalk
those moments,
etiquette, like,
it's like not that.
So
scooch over
much.
a little bit. Like,
scooch over. And if you're walking like hand in hand, just be more aware, especially if you're just strolling at the worst speed.
Spatial awareness in general, I would say. Sometimes I think that, and I'm not gonna lie, not to generalize or stereotype, but I think that dancers have a bit of a leg up when it comes to spatial awareness because we're taught.
You'd think.
I think just because, like, think about when you're choreographing, getting like a group dance set on you. It's like always, okay, be aware of where you're at. Find your hole, find your window. Like, you have to constantly be aware without actually looking.
Yeah.
Like, you're not using your eyeballs. You're sensing where people are around you so that you're filling the right space on the stage.
Yep.
And it's like if everybody shifted over a foot, you shift over a foot.
Yes.
Like, you find your window.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you do kind of get used to, and like, even though everyone doesn't follow it, like going to conventions and taking classes, there's a sense of spatial awareness. Granted, I guess maybe not. That's what makes, I think, maybe the good dancers good and the ones that are like a bit annoying to take class with annoying because they don't have spatial awareness and you get kicked in the face by them because they don't know how to move
and
over.
they're not moving.
Yeah. It's so frustrating. But how do you like gain like how can the collective gain spatial awareness as a skill?
I think that just has to be like a personal goal and you have to be just like actively like working on it.
Pursuing it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else.
That you don't know.
Spatial awareness class.
If there's something, I feel like if someone doesn't realize that they're not good at it, though, because there's someone in my life who's very close to me. I'm not gonna say their name because I think if they knew I thought this, they would maybe not be offended. It's not you, but they have awful spatial awareness. They definitely don't know it.
No, I need to know.
And sometimes being around them, I'm like, oh my god. Sometimes being around them, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, move over. Like, you keep bumping me, or like you're bumping other people. Like,
that is freaking funny.
And it's so again, I can see why it happens with them. I can see why. Like, it's more of a, in your own world kind of thing.
Yes, it's a very much in your own
world. For people who maybe
world.
have a little more trauma, who have, like, hypervigilance to them,
Yeah.
they never wanna be inconveniencing other people or, like I said this to my sister, I said when I was staying with Mackenzie, I said to her, I think I've been a person in terms of, like, jumping topics, hot sec, there are certain people who, like, carve out their own space in the world, and I think significantly, like, men are taught to do that, whereas, like, most women, and I know me specifically, felt more comfortable being, like, a fly on the wall or i.e., like, taking up the negative space, the space that was already allotted, but not carving out space that I needed to have, just, like, filling the negative space that's already kinda there.
Yeah,
And I feel like people like that overwhelmingly don't like inconveniencing other people or stepping on toes or feeling like they're making ripples, so they tend to be very spatially aware because they're always trying to fit wherever is allotted space for them, as opposed to just existing as they are and expecting other people to adjust around it and take up that negative space.
Exactly.
And I think that there's a happy balance.
Yes.
There's absolutely a happy balance,
100%.
but this person, I, like, sometimes watch them, like, the confidence they have just existing as they are and, like and it's not even like it's a conscious thing or, like, but just, like I'm just like, "Oh, how interesting. I've never been like that. I've never known what it's like to just." And have you ever watched Modern Family?
Yeah.
Do you find it funny? Certain.
Certain.
Do you find
not like all the time.
Do you find Phil and Claire funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're the best.
Yeah.
But there's one episode where they're talking about I think Alex is talking to Haley, and that's the two sisters, and she's like, "You know those people in the world that just, like, are just, like, so consumed in their own world, and they're constantly inconveniencing other people, and they don't even realize it," and she was like, "No, it'd be awful to be that person," and then she, like, chucks her bag, and it, like, lands in the middle of the aisle on a plane, and someone, like, trips over it, and
That's
she, like,
perfect.
doesn't even notice, and
Yeah.
I'm like, some people, like, genuinely, it's just they don't have, like, the trauma to always be trying to figure out how they're inconveniencing other people and adjusting.
Then someone's gotta decide to be the bad guy and let
Tell
them
that's what I'm saying,
know.
there's a balance, like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know which I would have rather come up as to then have to fight your battle of, like, learning to be aware that you're not the only person that exists and it doesn't all revolve around you,
Yeah.
but also that
Being a little
what
bit
you
more-
need in the space you need to take up also
Take it,
matters,
yeah.
and you can other people can adjust to your needs as well.
Yeah. 100%.
Not us being a health and wellness podcast.
No. Hell yeah.
Hell friggin' yeah. Are you losing steam because you keep yawning and now you're not talking?
I've been so quiet for the
last, like, 12 minutes. And I
Oh,
saw
that's
you yawn, I was like, "What a flip turn."
I'm a tired gal. Like, something's definitely wrong. Something's definitely imbalanced.
Maybe, but also maybe not. You
I
get
also
up
just
early.
got my yeah, I guess.
You
I've
get
been
up
up at like 7:30 every day since I've been here.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And you go to bed so freaking early.
I pushed it the last 2 nights.
Have you?
Yeah.
You were asleep. You woke back up at 12:30 when I was still up, but you were absolutely asleep when I got home 2 nights ago. Even though you said
What
you
was
weren't.
that night?
The night I was messing with your light that you
Oh.
didn't even remember the next night.
Oh, I didn't mean to go in for the night at that time.
I know you didn't. Because I know Kate doesn't mean to
so
fall asleep when I
sleepy.
get home and her door is open and her lights are on, but she's knocked in her bed.
I don't know what happens.
Well, no,
I get so
it's a good.
tired.
Do you know how many people have trouble sleeping? That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
It
I
really
guess.
is. The only problem is if you're like if you feel like you're like maybe not living life to the fullest because you always just want to go to bed. That's when I'd maybe
Yeah.
start to be like
Just
challenge yourself
sometimes.
like 1 to 2 nights a week to like
Yeah.
go out at like 7 just so you're getting home a little later and like living more of a nightlife or like an evening experience just to mix it up.
Do that way easier when the sun's not going down.
I know. It's
But
a mindset thing for me. If I like decide at the beginning of the day I'm gonna go do something at night, like, and I like commit to it, it's easier.
Yeah.
But if it's like a wishy-washy thing in my head,
I know.
I'm always choosing to stay in.
Yeah. Well, I was 100% gonna take that tumbling class yesterday from 7 to 8, but then I didn't get my car till 7:15, so that didn't work out well.
Tomorrow, yesterday was a wonk of a day.
Yesterday was a wonk of a day. Yesterday was so fucking annoying.
Yeah. I'm trying to not complain about it, but yesterday was. There were some things I was just like.
Yeah.
I saw this interesting. My brain is now just in this, like, esoteric place. I saw this interesting thing because I was thinking about it today because the reason I was trying so hard to not even mentally complain yesterday, I was like, "Okay, just think good thoughts. That's it."
Yeah.
Like, that way, if you do later need to let out some frustration, it's a lot lower. Because I saw this thing that was talking because you can use, like there's, like, certain machines in science now where you can measure people's thoughts, which implies that, that your thoughts don't actually live inside your head. They live, like, inside your field, and they live, like, kinda in your cloud, essentially. Well, I could go about down a million different wormholes, and I could say about a million different things right now, but in essence, just that, like, everything's connected in your thoughts, like, the more you can kinda control them because they are affecting
Yeah.
things outward.
Oh,
They're contributing to the energy you're
100%.
putting out,
Yeah.
all the things, so the more
Yeah.
you can just, like even if it's a hard day when you're wanting to complain, like, I had to literally, like, wrangle my brain.
Yeah.
Even this morning after bad day for you, like, I had a really
You feel
annoying
me.
experience this morning, and someone, like, told
Someone
me it was a bad morning.
like, after we all already knew that, like,
I was
it was the
15 minutes late
clunkiest.
and still 45 minutes there before and still there before half the cars.
Yeah.
And I was one of the I was there before literally 50 to 40% of the other vendors. But either
So
way,
what was the issue?
I think it's because of the spot that I'm in that, like, I have to get there before those, like, middle tier vendors get there because then there's no room for the cars. Like, I couldn't pull my car in. Like, I think that maybe the load-in times are based off of where your spot is in the market. I'm not sure. I will need an explanation because I tend to follow rules better if I understand why they're there.
Yeah.
Because if I don't
And
understand,
if they're there
I'm
for no
not
reason,
if they're
good
there for
luck.
no reason, it's really hard to get me to just comply. I'm not
Yeah.
just, like
Yeah.
I'm not just compliant by
Yeah.
nature. Like, I'm not
Same.
gonna do that. Most people aren't. Like, you tell me the why and I'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But some fella, like, just, like, informed me that I was having a bad morning, and I was like, "I'm absolutely having a great morning, so you can have whatever
And the
morning you
way
want."
that he did
The
it.
way that he did it was just, like
Yeah. Bad morning for you, kid.
actually,
the
no, the
hell
fact
up.
that I ran late maybe bothered you, but it didn't bother me, actually.
Yeah.
And also, this other thing that you're telling me that I'm doing that's bothering you isn't a bother. I don't care, and it's also not about it's I'm actually not doing anything, you're just annoyed at me right now.
Yeah.
And so you're now telling me, "Oh, like,
And you're the
it's a
type
bad
of guy
morning."
who's gonna let
Yeah, and,
me
like,
know.
you keep doing the wrong no, I actually, nothing happened, and there's literally nothing wrong or stressful,
Nope.
and I'm not gonna let your
No.
energy affect mine at all, and also, even you
Correct.
telling me that I should be having a worse morning than I'm having because I'm actually not. Today's a great day to have a great day,
Today
and
is a
that's what I'm gonna be
great day to
doing,
have a great day.
so you can take your energy and fuck right off.
Fuck right off.
Fuck right on
Yeah,
off.
yesterday I didn't just, like I couldn't really plan for the day because my car was getting here, and time was just kept changing, and I had to just, like, kind of sit around and wait for him to call me again, and then I had to go somewhere, which is really annoying because everything was advertised as
Why did
door-to-door pickup.
Yeah, why did he drop it off in West Hollywood?
'Cause I was the last car, and then he was picking up he was starting
different
again, and
Poor fella.
that person was
He's probably staying in
no, he
roadside
was actually
motels,
the
just trucking.
nicest. He was the nice guy that I, like, couldn't even get mad at him. He was like I'm like, "How are you in such a good mood with what you're dealing with right now?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm inspired. He was so joyous and nice and chipper. So I couldn't even be that mad, but everything was advertised as door-to-door pickup, and it was not that on either end, so
It's okay because it's over and done.
it's over and done, and
But it was an
Gertrude is here.
inconvenience of yesterday
It was
was
just
a
I didn't know what to
big
do with myself all day because, like, I couldn't, like, commit to something because I didn't know if I was gonna get it was just
you
one of
needed to be
those.
available to go get the car.
Yeah, and I was all flip turned around.
Yeah. Yeah, well, is it an hour?
I don't know.
101. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's dark out, so we
It's the
literally did this
nighttime.
at golden hour.
Ooh.
And yeah, we're hopefully in the
get to it.
future we'll have booths where the podcast will be interviews with random people, 5 to 10 minute segments.
So good.
That would be I would watch that.
I would too.
Because that also
And we'd give
reminds me,
such good
it's
advice.
the same vibe as like, oh, did you ever watch or like Impractical Jokers?
I watched a few episodes. I never got, like, obsessed with it, but I enjoyed it while
I
it was
love
on.
it. I love that show, but it reminds me of that vibe because everything's just with random people.
Yeah.
But, like, being able to just, like...
You give me your problems, I will.
We'll solve them right up the ass.
We will literally tell you exactly what to do.
What you need to do, what the other person needs to do.
Yeah. We'll let you. We will let you damn know.
Mm-hmm. What if you, like, assumed roles of, like, good cop, bad cop?
Yeah.
And, like, one day it was, like, your job to be a bad cop, so you had to come in, like, listen here, punk.
Hey!
Trying to picture anyone taking the two of us seriously.
No, not when I entered like this today.
So, and the people that just watch
There's no dialogue.
Today, I was straight up working. There's straight up customers asking me questions, and I told Kate to come visit me because, again, it's a flea market, so it's very casual and chill. Kate comes up to the booth and starts just, like, shimmying, and instead of doing anything else, I just looked at her and went... And then for, like, 4 seconds, we're just making eye contact, shimmying back and forth, and every customer was probably like...
What the hell? Because there was also, like, 10 feet
That's
of
why
space
I
in between us.
I've never come up and hugged you like that. I've never once hugged Kate, maybe.
I remember being like, oh, we're hugging?
No, Kate and I don't hug.
In that moment.
We don't hug.
You came up and gave me a hug. I said,
like a
what
big
are
hug,
we doing?
Because I feel like I some part of me felt an obligation to the customers to...
Like any sort of explanation.
Any sort of anything. Because we're just sitting there like...
You know each other. Or did she just start doing that and you're just...
Yeah, like, is this just some random rapport? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so I went up and I went, bring it in.
And I remember being like, we're hugging, but not, like, clocking it in the moment.
No,
like...
it was intentional to diffuse any, like, any questions amongst anybody around.
I literally almost, like, put my hand out like I didn't know what we were doing.
That's hilarious. Because typically we wouldn't have said anything.
No,
And
that's the thing.
Like,
we would have.
I was like,
we would have just
like,
started like
what the
talking.
hell just happened?
Yeah.
Imagine living
you
in a world
walking
where,
up
like,
to me with arms open really threw me.
It threw me. I was like, what am I doing? What are we doing? No, don't you love when you see people? Who are we? Ariana and Cynthia?
Oh my god.
I keep seeing tweets that are like,
now we
that are like, anybody who's weirded out by their relationship has never hung around theater kids.
No, literally.
Anyone who's... No, seriously though, if you're weirded out by their relationship, you have never been around theater kids.
Also,
their
do you have a best friend?
Their relationship is nothing compared to
nothing.
Theater kids. Theater best friends. Incestual, yet protective, and all the, like, all of all the things that they are times 10.
Yeah.
Just on a much less public platform.
That's the thing.
Much less public platform.
That is the thing.
Yeah. No, but that was hilarious.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Like, I've got to do something to let the folks know.
Hey, I know this girl. Don't worry. I know this chick.
I know this girl right here, right now. No, but
who just came up and started shimmying.
Imagine living in a world where people just, like, dialogue stops and they just start, like, whatever it is, just moving or something, and you're just
Wait,
like,
what was our first bit at Granville? Shout out Granville.
Our first bit at Granville.
Getting on the table with the spotlight. But what was the bit?
Wait,
do you remember?
It's coming back. Wait, suddenly it's coming back.
We got Colin involved at one point too.
Was it just getting up on the table and just dancing randomly? Not that we did.
No, but it felt like something
we thought could be funny.
Yeah, none of them came.
Not like we actually.
But I remember this one like really sending us.
We lived.
I just can't remember what initiated it.
Like we talked through a lot of what ifs. Like, imagine that, or what if it? Like,
what if this?
We do that? No, but like, in terms of living in a world where people just dance instead of dialogue, I was getting gas, and there was this woman at the bus station, and she was like so in her bag. She had to be like maybe in her like late 60s or early 70s, and she was just like,
yeah.
And like when I say so in her own world, and I don't even think headphones in, I think she was just like, at some point, like I just like sat there and just like watched her for like a minute because she just like gave me joy. Like I was like, I'm in love with this lady. And she like looked at me and she was like, And I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, how sad. I like thought about it for a second and I was like, sorry. I'm just looking at our whiteboard and I'm realizing I spelled challenge wrong.
Why did you finish it?
That's so embarrassing. Just spelled it wrong. Just forgot the E at the end.
Just didn't put the
spell
it wrong, just didn't finish.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Yeah, but I was like, how awful that we live in a society where a lot of people, instead of just watching her and getting enjoyment, would like opt to film her right now.
I know.
I was like, what?
That's all it is.
What a literal like. Don't get me wrong. I'm for like whenever like there's a fight happening on a plane, like for people filming that shit. But like, can we all calm down with filming each other all the fucking time? Put your fucking phones away.
No, with that shit.
If people want to be able to just, the reason people aren't dancing in public, people aren't dancing instead of dialoguing because you're filming. Because everyone's filming everything.
I was
honestly
filming. Shocked. Like I wasn't thinking about it in the moment, but afterwards, like I was shocked that we didn't get like blasted by one of the Jonas Brothers fans that were like behind us.
Same. Because
Like,
we were
like,
just having fun.
Dancing. And jumping and dancing.
But that's because I feel like the people that are going to the Joe Bro crowd, one, they're a little older. Like a little older.
Yeah.
And they're there to enjoy the Joe Bro music.
Yeah,
like the people going to Joe Bro concerts are diehard Joe Bro fans.
They are.
So they're not really there to like mock other fans. Like they're there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And not saying it's for the intention of mocking. It's not. A lot.
It's not.
Sometimes, but also sometimes it is.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
But also just like put your fucking phone away. Put your phone
away and enjoy the moment.
We can all dance over
just
dialogue.
Enjoy the moment.
I'm for the dance over dialogue suddenly. When you're having a conflict,
just start dancing it out. That's real like Nick Miller
then dialogue.
Nick Miller vibes.
No, dance and dialogue works. Because like if you have a dance party and then work through a conflict is going to go 10 times easier, I guarantee.
Yeah, it's going to be like, what were we even?
No, it's literally going to be like, who's mad? Why are we mad? Dancing over. That's what the title of the app. Dance over dialogue.
Dance over dialogue. Oh, yeah, we've got to stop it.
We've got to stop.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Bye. Oh.
Don't do that.
Shit, I didn't fit.
Just do stop.
Stop.